Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Malik Willis, preseason, week 3. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the base of this channel. Not only is it a great way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you dig the channel, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, become a member, join. I appreciate it. The link is in the video description. As for this video, let's get into it. All right, Malik Willis, preseason week 3. He's going to find the over right here from the slot up top. This is just post over in. I like this. This is probably about as tight as you want to throw this over. We kind of have a full day of overs as an experience for Malik Willis in this one. How about him just hitting his back foot and letting it rip, kind of putting it right on the receiver, allows him to kind of settle down. I really, really like this. I mean, again, for my money, this is about as tight of a window as you want to be able to do this into, just because we've got what I would say maybe are some extra defenders here that make this thing tight. I think it's paired with a post and on the backside an in. And I mean, this is a pretty simple concept you see all over the place, especially versus middle field closed defense. So you catch any kind of closed here, this is going to be a call that comes up. In fact, the last clip in this video will be this exact play on a touchdown pass, and I'll show how I think he probably misses the over that he throws here. Now, it eventually is a touchdown, but this right here is nice. Again, the other thing to pay attention to footwork-wise here is super decisive. Hit his back foot, get it out. Don't allow the defense to dictate where this thing goes because you're holding the ball. Play fake, boom. And again, it's right on him. It just is a little bit congested over there because of how they're structuring that middle field closed defense. Looks like with the safety coming down to the tight end. So again, the post out of there, no. Over, yes. Again, is the in going to be there up top? Probably not. So nice decision there. Boom. You know, if anything, I'd like to get the back out. Back's got to stay in, it looks like, because he sees color flash. Again, long trap action, right up on him. Really like it from the back. Nice job. Nice balance and strength to stay up there from 15. But watch his back foot right here. I love the decisiveness. Boom. And that is outstanding, y'all. Check out that back foot. Boom. Sink on it. All sorts of torque. Ooh. That's nice. Yum. Right up on him. Strike. Let's go. Okay, this next one, interception to the number 2 up top, running what I'm going to call like a little spot. Okay, now for me, and I get it, this is quarterback school, not slot, whatever school. This is not on Malik Willis. Okay, and what I'm going to show you exactly what I mean right here is where this 81 sets up. So he's boom, he starts to throttle. When does Malik Willis start to throw it? He's throttling right there. He expects you, and he being me, obviously making the assumption that I'm speaking for Malik Willis here, but this idea being that he expects you to wherever you throttle, that's where you need to be. So you're going to live here. This is zone defense. You've got these guys. Normally in a perfect world, I'd say you come in here and kind of like split the difference. Now they might have different landmarks in their system, you know, but I think a perfect world, obviously you want to split the difference. It really doesn't matter where you go to set as long as you don't fool the quarterback. A common saying in the league is be where you're supposed to be and don't fool the quarterback. This fools the quarterback. So you settle, and then in my opinion, he drifts. Okay, and then he obviously volleyball sets it up to the linebacker. So as he goes here and settles right there, that's where you have to stay. You can't keep moving here if you're going to come here, settle up your feet. We can't have you drift, because the ball is what? It's already in the air, y'all. So I mean, it's hard to say, yeah, this is on Malik Willis, because in my opinion, the guy is drifting. Look at him drift off the blue. You got to stay right inside the hash. You can't drift, and now that throw is right where it's supposed to be, but you're not right where you're supposed to be, and now it's an interception. And yeah, you know, Malik Willis has better body language than I would. I'd be coming out of my skin. My goodness. So again, just being able to kind of sort through, you know, being able to look at this all 22, this to me is not on Malik Willis. Now, maybe he doesn't put it exactly where he wants, but it's definitely not a turnover-worthy throw. I mean, 81 can't fool you right there by moving around after we've already let it go. Now, maybe he could hold on to it a tick longer to know exactly where he's going to be. But again, he drifts for me. So right there, you got to stay there, guy. You can't drift. And now the throw is right where you were, but you're not. And now you don't catch it, and he makes a nice play. Next one here, very nice wrap into the bottom. So when the defender over the slot squeezes on 15, they want to run any sort of like match defense underneath. You're going to get these wrap ins. Nice job from Malik Willis coming up, ripping it right up on him. Again, is it as polished from the pocket as I would love to see footwork? No. And so what I mean by that is just watch his feet, his drop at the top. So great base right there. Not necessarily lined up to the left. Maybe he's reading to the right. I don't know. I don't really care. What I do care about is that heel clickiness right there. That is going to not allow you to get the ball out as quickly as you want, as often as you want. But then concept-wise, this is really nice. So again, we're coming up on what I'm used to calling like a pivot gather, and then we're going to wrap that little in right behind it. And again, it's less about the corner down here and what he's doing, and much more about this hook defender. So as soon as this hook defender, and you're playing New England, is going to run some sort of like bullshit pattern match defense. So he's going to squeeze down on this. It's going to create this nice window right here. So again, just really nice job constructing the space on this concept, ripping it right up on him. Boom. Again, you can see how he comes open. You know, if anything, if it was a little bit of a tighter hitch, boom, you could almost throw it just a tick earlier, and then you wouldn't be running through the zone. You'd be catching it on the run. So that's that fine-tuned little detail of, man, instead of catch, bobble, bobble, tackle, you put it on him, and now we can split him. And again, I get it that you might think, God damn, you're being crazy picky. Bro, this is a fucking NFL. Okay, it looks like he's lined up to the right with his feet. Heel click, finally gets there. Now, I'm saying it's wide-ass open. But if he catches it and runs, and you put it on him on better timing, quicker timing, everything is better. Okay, so yes, it's a completion. Yes, it's good, but it could be better. Next one here, 3rd and 5. This is an absolute seed. We're going to throw it to the bunch point guy on an over. Now, he beats tough leverage, but the ball beats the coverage. This is outstanding, y'all. It's flashes like this that make you wonder what this guy could potentially be if it ever really all comes together. This is an absolute seed. Hey, dot. And what I think it's even better from the back, but just so we understand the leverage part of this thing, is we're going to run the over from the point on the bunch. So right here, it's 3rd and 5. We're coming up, and then we're going away. I love these kind of over crossers versus man, middle field closed. And the reason I say I love them is because you have all this space to work to. Okay, now the part that's tough is how they want to play this coverage on the bunch. They essentially sort it out, which is a great way to play it, and make life really tough on the quarterback, because as you're running across and you're running this over, well, the defender has inside leverage. Okay, now normally you would say, man, that's not really where we're going to try to make this throw. That doesn't seem like it's going to be a great opportunity, because he's running inside, right? He's got help over the top, and he's inside leverage on this crosser. But the ball beats the coverage. So it's good coverage. It's a great throw. It is simply outstanding. Whoop. You can see there's the leverage. Okay, we're watching the bunch, number 2, the guy on the point. There's the leverage that's tough right there. You'd think, damn, what am I going to do with that? Nice step up in the pocket, and then that throw is, once you let that thing go right there, I mean, that is special. But you can see all the grass, right? You can see the reason why you would like those crossers. All that grass to work. That is an absolute dime. Let's really enjoy this one from this angle. Up, up, up. Whoomp. I mean, that is special. Again, my eyes always gravitate towards the footwork, and the heel clickiness, I think, just makes it difficult to replicate. Okay, so it's not that you can't make the throw from that position eventually. It just takes a little bit longer, and it's harder to be consistent. But this ball, y'all, oh, yeah. That is an outstanding throw. So much to like. Let it rip full speed here. Let it wash over you. Doot, doot, doot. Dot. Outstanding 3rd down conversion. Big play. Halftime. You dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. Let it wash over you. A really easy but meaningful way to support the channel. So thank you for subscribing, getting the notifications. I appreciate you. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, another great way to support the channel, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, this is the most in-depth premium content available through the channel. These are deep, detailed dives on all of my favorite football topics. So we talk RPOs, pass protection, tempos. The best-selling course is How to Beat Every Coverage. We also have an entire offensive system available. So if you're interested in any of those courses, get over there, link in the video description, and enroll. We also have a bunch of free resources available, also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Another really nice third down. We got 3rd and 10 this time. We're eventually going to get it to the check down after some pretty sweet pocket movement. Great vision to keep his eyes down the field, find the wide-ass open check down, punt return left. It could have been an even better play if 82 could block somebody. But this is outstanding from Malik Willis. Pocket movement, watch him move right, up, eyes downfield, sees the color right in front of him, find the open guy, flick it to him. Now, it's outstanding. Okay, then I'm going to add a caveat. I personally still would love to see Malik Willis be able to deliver this ball down the field. Okay, so I can acknowledge the fact that it's a great play to get it to the check down. But for me, the intent of this play, it's 3rd and 10. The intent of this play is this big dagger up top, most likely. Could he take his drop, move off the launch point, move, and then if he had his eyes down the field, could you make that throw for probably a bigger play, not understanding that, the check down's wide ass open? That's the intent of the play. Okay, now, could he do that? I think he could. Now, I'm not mad the fact that when he makes this move right here, he sees color in his face right here and is able to then have the nice vision to see the check down coming over here. It can be both. Okay, I want him to be able to move back here in this tight space, but also keep his eyes downfield for the intent of the play. Not go look to run and then see the check down flash. So look up top, overthrow it. Okay, up top, overthrow that in. Now again, it's easy when the corner falls down as well. I get it with a clicker. But the intent of the play is that dagger probably. And again, it's magnified because the guy runs through the corner. But that's the part I'm excited to see if Malik Willis can take and kind of incorporate into his game, because the playmaking ability is there. It's always been there. He can create, he can run, he can move around. But can he, this movement? So post this movement right here, sudden movement, and now it's eyes downfield, as opposed to sudden movement, I'm looking to get out. Okay, and sometimes it can be I'm looking to get out. But instead of first instinct out, let's go first instinct over, eyes up, play the play. That being said, outstanding job finding the check down, big play. This is a hell of a rep, man. There's a lot to like. Right on cue on this next one, touchdown pass. To me, there's nothing there. This is a scramble, got to go, playmaker, find the back, running away, touchdown pass, front pylon. So what we were just talking about as far as staying in the pocket, making the called play work, if it's there, the call play is not there. Now get out, but instead of running it yourself, look to distribute. He does. He throws a strike. It's a touchdown. So when I'm saying the intent of the play is not there, top of the drop, boom. Where do you want him to go with the ball? Nothing's open. Everybody's got somebody on him right in his damn hip. Okay, they play good defense there. I get it. Right here, though, instead of going to run, he's got his eyes downfield, finds the back, and puts it right on him. That's going to your left, handoff. Playmaker, creative, brings this element to the offense. It's difficult to account for this kind of element when you're playing defense. You got everything covered. You're playing perfect red zone defense. He just gets out and makes a play. Little space, touchdown pass, hell yes. Now we can have all those good plays, all that potential. But when clips like this pop up, to me, it's tough, man. It really is. And I don't think it's necessarily disqualifying because there are so many other good things. But this type of, I'm going to call this two things. Either he just doesn't see the backer at all, which is not great, but it happens occasionally, or he misses this throw by 5-ish yards. And I think that's probably, unfortunately, more realistic. And so this to me is the very similar play to the over we saw earlier. So he's just coming up and we're going to put this thing, we're running the slot over and just I mean, lay it out there. He's shown that he can make that throw. What I don't quite get is, so for me, the miss part of it is you want to lay this thing out here with just a tick of touch. So it's not like a laser. It's a little bit more of like, controlled 7-iron. Just throw that thing right where you want, right at the green. But you can't just kind of, and for me, the miss part of it, and I always get nervous with wide misses like this. To me, the miss part of it is he either doesn't see him, which is, okay, not great, but at least I think people can understand that happens. But if we're trying to throw it out here and we just miss over here, like that's tough. And so only he knows for sure. I'm going to guess he's going to say, I didn't see him. Again, for that, every rep, watch the footwork at the back. To me, base, a little wide. Heel click. So we just get rid of that, man. Like, we can polish that up. That can be something that you can get to that consistent throwing motion where you're not popping up. Watch his shoulders, hips, everything raises up. Just can't put the ball where he wants, doesn't have the ball control, but that throw is there, right? Like, if he puts that on the top of the 2 or a yard or 2 inside the 2, maybe that safety down here might have something to say about that. But I think it's there. I just think he just, for whatever reason, either doesn't see him or misses it. Both of which are bad, both of which are not good enough. You want to obviously try to eliminate these. It kind of looks like he just goes left to right without really looking. And again, maybe he doesn't see him through the center and long hair, but man, yikes. That's a tough one. Next one here, beautiful drift post down here to the bottom, a little play action zone insert. We're going to come right downhill and hit that drift post to the bottom. Thing is beautiful, right up on him, a little free play as well. I love it. I love this action. Watch the sniffer 87 go through the A gap, coming downhill, makes 42 step up, and just creates a huge void. This is a very nice play design. This is a pretty sweet play preseason look here. So again, just the design element of this thing, if we're going to rip what I'm going to call this drift 8 down here to the bottom, or drift post, you need these linebacker types to be stepping up. I love this action of being able to have the sniffer fullback type insert through here and then get into the check down. So you really think this linebacker type is thinking, damn, I'm going to have to collision this cat in the A gap. He steps up and it creates this huge void to be able to rip this drift 8, drift post. Just a really nice job. Malik Willis executes it at a high level. Nice fake. Again, look at his feet here. So nice play fake, calm, under control, no wasted movement. And that it just looks clean and polished. So there's an element of kind of inconsistency, whether it's at the top of the drop. So perfect. Boom. You can see how he just flips into it. Looks like he's turning 2. Right up on his grill. Great rhythm to that play. Last one here, touchdown pass. This is the same concept for my money as the first clip in this video, but this is just post over in. The over's wide ass open. We got to throw it. In fact, he gets mailbox there. Eventually he finds it. Again, out of structure, creating touchdown pass. But this is making life more difficult than it has to be, dog. We got to just throw the over. I know we throw a pick on the over, so we want to make sure we see it, and then it's wide ass open, but that's wide ass open. That's a hell of a throw. Great torque there to finish it. Okay, but we can... This is the part, again, that I think rightfully should make people nervous. It makes me nervous. This throw, he just threw a pick on, right? On this kind of over up top. But that's as open as you'll ever see it. And again, we know he's comfortable with this play. He fit that over in early with the in over here. So, just, you don't want to say you're seeing ghosts on this thing, but you don't want to see stuff that isn't there. And this is open. You see it open, just throw it. Again, that's the more open than any of the other overs that we've been throwing. Again, we get the mailbox down here finally at the over. Again, the other part about this is if you don't think the over's there, okay, it's covered to you. The in is there, dog. Throw the in. So I know why you wouldn't throw the post, middle field close, post safety. But the over's open, the in is open. Okay, for whatever reason, we turned down twice, and we're fortunate enough to get a touchdown out of it because he's a great playmaker out of structure. using his vision, his arm strength, his playmaking ability. But we don't have to. You don't have to rely. Don't rely on this. Just take the easy one, over or in. Either way, if you're going to miss it, might as well get a touchdown pass out of it. So that is a wrap. Malik Willis, preseason week 3. For the most part, I thought a pretty good performance. I think the interception on the over is a tough one to explain. And again, hopefully he just didn't see him. It happens. Hopefully you're not missing by that much. Besides for that, I continue to like a lot of what Malik Willis brings to the table. The dude is a dynamic athlete. Okay, they're not going to run him a lot in preseason, but definitely he's got the capacity to run the rock as a quarterback, the quarterback run game. I think he's also showing improvement with just the way he's able to see some things down the field. Now, is it perfect all the time? Absolutely not. Footwork-wise, at the top of a lot of his drops, specifically in the drop back game as opposed to the play-action RPO-ish throws, I think it could potentially eliminate or polish out some wasted movement as far as the heel clickiness and just allow him to get the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker with a little bit more consistent ball control. But beyond that, I think there's a lot to be optimistic about. I really do love how he's able to create, keep his eyes down the field, not necessarily always look to run when things break down. All of those things are really positive traits in my opinion. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you want to see next. I appreciate you hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.